Hello everyone, I am Surrendalot the Awesome, and I'm back and I'm ready to look at some more r/insane people Facebook. Without further ado, let's get into this. What the actual F?
That's why we have to stop mandatory vaccinations.
The
People who hit and Frank were breaking the law. The people who killed who were following it.
Okay, one, mandatory vaccinations are not the same thing as the Holocaust. And two, how dare you compare the Holocaust to getting mandatory vaccines? And also, you really should get your vaccine because it'll help you from not dying due to the Rona. And also, people who compare the Holocaust to getting vaccinated because of a deadly pandemic, you people are jerks. Just plain and simple, you people are jerks. I know most people would say ignore them, they're just spewing nonsense, but I actually live in a place where sentiments like these are very strong. So, this makes me very nervous. Can anyone else relate?
Do you, all of you, know what will really stop this effing BS? Just hang about a dozen Democrats in public on streaming video. Once every liberal, Democrat, communist rhino sees this, watch what happens. And someone with balls should do the hanging, and I volunteer. Let's get started. Oh, and make a statement that is going to happen to all these traitors.
Um, yeah, we call that tyranny. And also, that is considered making a threat against a public official, which is actually a serious crime, and you could actually go to jail for that. So, yeah. I guess that means you can't go on any international vacations as they wouldn't be allowed back in the US.
I am a citizen of the US. Here is all I want. Borders closed. Language English, culture, constitution, and the Bill of Rights. Drug free, mandatory drug screening before welfare. Freebies to non-citizens, no freebies to non-citizens, also balanced budget, tax reform, term limits for Congress and senators. Only 86% will send this on. Should be 100.
Um, yeah, this person does know that the U.S. is a country of immigrants, right? I mean, aside from Native Americans and Native Hawaiians, every American in the U.S. is either an immigrant or the descent of immigrants. So, yeah, go burr.
If a woman accuses you of rape, even if you didn't do it, you shut up and accept the charges. Women have been systematically oppressed for years, and you giving up some years of your freedom doesn't compare to the oppression they've been through.
Um, yeah, no. Here's the thing. If someone falsely accuses you of rape, that is actually going to make it so that people who actually have suffered through rape won't be able to report it because, the stigma that they could be lying because of people like this here. Oh, what the problem with this generation is? We didn't beat their A's with random household objects enough. Seriously though, do these people not get what the difference between having your child respect you and teaching your child to be afraid of you is?
The reason we weren't disrespectful uh, as kids these days are today.
Um, yeah, actually, beating your kids has actually been shown to create some serious psychological issues, and also, this could actually hurt their future. And also, if you have to say that your parents did this to you and you turned out fine, Yeah, truth is, you didn't turn out fine. Not the deep state.
Good morning, America. Some extremely important news. Beginning tomorrow, Tuesday, August 10th through Thursday, August 12th, 3 days of the 24/7 election 2020 news. Breaking news, everyone around the world can tune into frankspeech.com to see actual factual news that will set us all free. This is not a stunt or a joke. It's very real. Space Force, our new branch of government, captured everything in real time. Expect some crazy afterwards because the deep state will not take this lightly. They're done. The deep state will most likely attempt their final retaliation, so be prepared to stock up on food, water, gas, and medications ASAP. Word from the UK says probable food supply chain breakdown. Just like the toilet paper, suddenly food supply and supplies needed may not be available. Can't hurt you to prepare, so I suggest that you do not know and do it now in case. Please share. The world must see this.
Um, yeah. If the deep state is truly as powerful as it is, I think it would take a little bit longer to take it down. And even if you take it down, that's all that stability gone. So, realistically speaking, that would probably just hurt the world even more to just murder the deep state and not have a backup plan on how you're going to replace the government. And plus, if you just replace the government yourself, that's gonna probably rub some people the wrong way. And so, yeah. Twitter. Never change.
Actually, forced vaccines are worse than racism. The side effects of slavery were mostly psychological, but forced vaccinations, it could be permanent disability or even death. Ask anyone who lost their family due to the jabs.
Um, yeah, we're still feeling the effects of racism today from things like slavery. And also, mental and psychological damage is actually in some ways, a lot worse than actual physical damage. Because, like they say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can absolutely hurt me. And also, no, vaccines will not give you a disability. You'd have a better chance of getting struck by lightning than that happening. Transphobic Redditors saying that trans people have a mental disorder. I am not my parents' son anymore. I'm their daughter. Edit. Trans rights are human rights. Thought they sold you for a second?
Man, woman, and mental disorders, the three genders. Actually, you're kind of right if you think about it.
Okay, no, no. Um, being transgender is not a mental disorder, and identifying as transgender is perfectly okay. We've come a long way from the medieval era. And also, these people here, they really need to learn a bit more about gender studies than, uh, than what they're being taught. Because they clearly aren't being, because they're clearly being taught a very, backwards version of, transgender rights. Hoping for a military coup?
The military start to flood DC and check into hotels. Let's go, baby. Let's go take our country back. Is it actually happening? You guys, please be careful with this information. I checked out Samantha's page and she was quoting Mike Lindell. He is a big QAnon person, and some of the QAnon information is false. I am not saying nothing is going on. Just be careful who you believe.
You know, that last part, I think that would best describe what QAnon believers should really believe. I mean, should really do. they should be careful with what they're reading. And also, these people are aware military coups are bad, right? And also, they they really need to do their own research instead of just believing everything that they read. I mean, haven't these people ever heard the old saying, "Don't believe everything you hear on the internet"? Government is apparently bringing infected immigrants to spread Delta.
Wonder why the Delta variant is spreading? Um, maybe all the illegals, they are flying and planting in our cities across the US. No one in the media talks about that.
Um, no. It's due to the fact that the Delta variant is actually a far more contagious variant of the Rona. And also down to the fact that um the Delta variant also spreads easier among unvaccinated people, which a lot of people who are being infected and dying are unvaccinated. Which, please, get the vaccine. I want this to be over as much as you do. Losing your family to avoid staying healthy makes perfect sense.
My wife of 31 years told me I need to move out of the house since I won't take the jab. It started with a stage of intervention last weekend at a cookout we were having at the house for family members. The wife, daughter, and a group of in-laws cornered me and told me that I was being selfish. I was jeopardizing their safety. The nagging and the attitude had been going on for months prior. Once again, explained my position about, but no amount of evidence or logic offered was going to change their minds. My immediate family and extended family has brought the narrative and drank the Kool-Aid utterly and completely. There is no convincing anyone otherwise. Today, the wife informs me that she wants me to move out of the house that I worked my A off for decades to provide because I don't care enough about her to take the vax. It is sad day, and I am not wavering. I'm packing my ass and seeking an alternative living arrangements. I did not inform every one of them not to call me. I did inform every one of them not to call me when their health offers start to go south and in the near future, which was met by rolling eyes and an ever brilliant shrug. They think I've gone bananas.
Probably because you have. Please, get the vaccine. I want this to be over as much as everyone else. I think with that, that's gonna do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications. And don't forget to share this as well, and I'll see you in the next one.